All right, ladies and gentlemen, when you're looking for the next big thing and you're looking at where everyone else is, well, you're looking at the wrong place. Welcome to the very first exclusive episode of the UoN Voices. We bring to you real life conversations with people who shape our life at UoN. And my name is MC Aolomonji. I'm going to be your host today, and we have this very person. You've heard about him. His name is Wasike Elisha, the Secretary General of University of Nairobi Student Association. We are going beyond the speeches and maybe a few things that you've not heard about him. He's gonna tell us today. Let us dive in, relax, and hear about him. The Secretary General of the University of Nairobi, Elisha Wasike.
Yes.
People know you as the Secretary General. Who are you off camera and off microphone?
Thank you, Bwana MC Owl, for this opportunity and chance, to interview me and get people outside the world to know more about the office of the SG, who this person is in person. So this is Wasike Elisha in person and flesh, and I'm serving in the capacity of the Secretary General. Mimi ndiye Wasike, Katibu Mkuu, Chama cha wanafunzi wa chuo kikuu cha Nairobi. I'm also a medical student doing medicine and surgery, currently in my 5th year. And that makes me a senior comrade by default. So by that, I'm also a man of many hats. Not only a student, but also man full of wisdom, not to brag.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you so much, Wasike Elisha.
Sure.
If it were not for leadership, what would you be doing on campus?
Great question. Of course, the very basic thing that brought us to school is academics. And as you know, for you to join the Faculty of Health Sciences, that means you must have scored highly.
Yeah. I was a
brilliant boy, and I'm still a brilliant.
What grade did you score in high school?
I scored an A.
Oh, you got an A plain.
Ile ngazi bila uchafu.
Oh.
So if it were not for leadership, maybe you will find me in the wards, clerking, seeing patients there, fixing IV lines so that patients can be given medicine.
Oh my.
Or you could find me also in the pitch. I used to participate in eating competition.
Oh, you like eating?
Yes.
Oh my,
so maybe I'll be representing our country in eating competition in the Olympics.
All right, thank you so much. Let us get to your leadership journey. What inspired you to run for the office of the Secretary General? How did you get into leadership? What inspired you?
All right. So while growing up, as they usually say, you reach far by holding up on the shoulders of the giants who came before you. And I'm someone who looks up to some people. Well, at my formative age, I was following up people like Thomas Sankar's history, Nelson Mandela's history, and there are many others. And that aspect of people championing for individual freedom and interest, whereby you put people's interests and sacrifices first, so that you ensure that the livelihoods of the people that, for instance, people like Sankara were leading are okay.
Yeah.
So, in following people like that, and also with the faith that I believe in, I'm a Christian. Jesus Christ is a role model for Christians, having laid his life there for the humanity to get salvation.
Yeah.
So having following that, there's that aspect of representation for the welfare of the people. That's where the interest of leadership started coming in. All my life I've been that person at the forefront. Whenever you see maybe your friend being maybe molested by people, no matter the small size of your body, you speak up.
Yeah.
So that's partly that has shaped. Yeah.
Were you a leader in high school?
Yes, I was a leader in high school.
Oh my, tell me about that.
I was a deputy school captain in Chavakali High School.
All right.
And then I remember there are some initiatives that I did back then as a student. And I know my legacy still lives.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
My name is written on the board.
Oh.
Yeah, yes. So while joining University of Nairobi,
Mm-hmm.
the University of Nairobi,
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the, okay.
the University of Nairobi, actually,
Uh-huh.
the only university referred by the article,
The.
definite article the,
All right.
and the only university
Mm-hmm.
that has not been named after a dead person.
Oh.
You know, actually, University of Nairobi is the mother and the father of all universities.
That is
in
an
our country.
indirect roast to other universities, but it's okay.
Yes.
Other universities are watching you, but it's okay.
It's a fact. Yeah? It's a fact.
All right, all right.
Sometimes
Thank
it's good
you.
just to lay facts bare.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because its inception
Mm-hmm.
was in 1956.
All right.
Which I believe, even if someone wants to argue otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
those other universities were not there in 1956.
All right. SG Wasike,
Yes.
describe your election process or your election struggle in just 3 words.
Tough,
Mm-hmm.
expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and engaging.
You people spend, but I think that one was forgotten by the time of Son. You people spend during elections. But I think the government brought a new system of voting that doesn't need students to campaign. You people spend money.
Actually,
There's
no big difference, mostly in the aspect of expenditure, between the current style of student leadership and the old model of student leadership. The spending is still there. Maybe the channels of expenditure is the one that has changed.
Okay.
Because back then, you used to spend maybe directly upon students. But nowadays, it's the delegate kind of system of the University Act.
So you regulate spending?
At least for me, I got support from the students who trusted me. Actually, I had a pay bill.
Oh.
And I will share with you the pay bill.
Okay, thank you. So,
yes.
Now utanigawia kitu kidogo. Okay, now Wasike Elisha.
Yes.
Wasike Elisha.
Yes.
What is the toughest what is the toughest decision you've gone through as the Secretary General serving the current capacity at the University of Nairobi Student Association?
Wow, that's a tough question because there are a number of tough decisions that I've made, but you highlighted toughest decision.
Yeah.
And also given the fact that I've only clocked, this is the 4th month in office since election. So probably maybe there are tougher decisions that are coming ahead. But I would say there are times you decide to go hungry just to ensure that your people are okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to forgo sleep. People don't know this.
Sacrifice.
You have to sacrifice sleep so that you strategize how you're going to ensure that the students who actually elected you and entrusted you with this role get whatever they send you there to do. And I can assure you, the 3 months that we've been in office and that I have been in office, most of the SG, the SG is the engine of the team, has been very tough.
So what does it take to strategize, to make decisions as a Secretary General? What does it take you in your daily activities to make everything run smoothly?
Of course, it takes a brilliant mind, which thanks be to God. He blessed me with one.
Do you have people behind you, or you just make decisions by yourself, or you have people who make decisions on your behalf and you guide them? I mean, do you have a personal advisory team?
Well, they say no human is an island.
Yeah.
And no man is a monopoly of ideas. And in fact, as I mentioned earlier, it takes a brilliant mind. Again, it also takes a brilliant mind to know that you don't know everything. And the much you know, the much you realize that you don't know. You ought to have a team behind you.
Okay.
I have a team, an advisory team. I have a support system, and also the council team itself that I serve in.
Okay.
We also work. There's a congress of about 103 student leaders from different faculties.
All right.
Who I also lead.
Okay.
So we work in a consultative and a collaborative manner.
Wow.
Whereby decisions are not made by an individual, but decisions are made on a consultative approach.
All right.
Yes.
If today Wasike Elisha, you get a magic rod or wand, what instant thing would you make change of at the University of Nairobi?
Wow. As we had mentioned earlier,
yes,
the University of Nairobi is a premier institution.
Yeah.
A world-class university committed to scholarly excellence.
Yeah.
And I believe being a student leader in this institution shapes you into being a problem solver, critical thinker, and bringing solution to the table. But yeah, that question that you've asked is trying to say probably maybe there are those problems that are quite critical, but I believe maybe they require time to be solved. But you said if I could have that ability in a span of a moment and change, what will I have? What will I want to see implemented? Personally, I would say the aspect of accommodation. Because University of Nairobi is a public university. Being a public university, it serves students across Kenya from every aspect, different counties, different places. And these students, 70% of them are actually government sponsored. And if you check the statistics and the data well, you will find that if someone is a government sponsored, chances are high that that students like me, we went to school knowing that education is key. Therefore, you worked hard so that you get a government sponsorship, at least get to learn at a subsidized fee. You see? And at that moment, you come to join University of Nairobi, which is located within the CBD, Central Business District of Nairobi, whereby housing is quite expensive. Therefore, that means if this person is government sponsored who worked hard in school to at least get a subsidized fee, that means this person cannot afford the living condition within CBD. Therefore, this person needs accommodation within school so that he can find a place to rest his head, his or her head. And then with that, also have the ability to thrive in class. And so I believe accommodation is a key aspect of an academic welfare of a student. That for a student to thrive in school, that student needs a comfortable place to rest at night. So that in the morning, the following day, that person can wake up, go to class and study. So this person needs a safe, secure, affordable accommodation. But currently, as if you've been following up, there's a time we were fighting for
so many people fighting for this, and for the first time this one for the past 4 years the issue of accommodation, it has been a thematic, a domineering concern that hasn't been solved for years. But I saw it was reduced from around 43,000 to 15,000. What was the strategic move about it?
Actually, as I mentioned earlier, and as you asked that question, I've stated on accommodation, that was one of the main agenda that we got in office with. We said, if we don't get to achieve anything else, it's paramount for us to achieve the aspect of accommodation. And we decided to even use the channels outside the institution. I remember there's a time we presented a petition to Jogo House at the PS, and that is the PS of Higher Education, PS in Yangala. And we had to get through that gate. The way we got in, we don't know.
If a student says that, let me just interrupt you. If a student say that there was some ambitions, self-interest ambitions behind you people going to Jogo House, because we have been seeing now some of our student leaders, they want to get to such offices, they are given envelopes and then they take it. Some of our students had that mindset. What can you tell? What is the students being fair about you people?
Partly, I don't blame the students. They are, I tend to say that they are genuine in their sentiment. Partly I blame we, the student leaders, we who have been there before. Because there's a certain culture that we've set that has made the students to have that perspective. Because maybe with the previous years you find people getting there and truly they get there on certain promises to the students. When campaigning, there's that agenda that you send to the students. That maybe you'll buy them lunch and ensure that our Inami, there's an aspect called Kuinama. But Kuinama is student going hand without food. So you find that those promises that student leaders make to the fraternity that is electing them. But once we get there, we change. We change to tumbocrats, greedy, selfish individuals who are there to chase our own personal growth. Yes, maybe these platforms, I don't deny the fact that these platforms should also serve in empowering our personal growth at individual level. But at the same time, there's that imperative aspect of ensuring that you still also serve the students who send you there. So what I would like to say in that regard is that we have a role to play as student leaders to win the trust of the students.
Yeah, the lost trust.
Yeah, the lost trust, the big deficit of trust between the student leadership and the student body that we are serving. That for once, a student leader can be trusted. Yeah. That for once, a student leader can say something and eventually do that something. Because actually that is the same issue that we are struggling with within the leadership at the national scale level. Yeah, the aspect of can a leader be trusted really?
What are you doing about that? What are you doing to ensure that Comrades now trust for new people as leaders? Now you as the Secretary General Wasike,
yes.
What are you doing that somebody at main campus, somebody at Kikuyu campus, somebody at Parklands says that SG is a good man, SG is a good leader, SG is serving the interest of Comrades?
Okay, what I would like first to say is that one, I don't seek leadership to be called a good leader. But I seek leadership so that I can serve as a role model to others.
Yeah.
That, yes, there's a certain crop of leaders that still truly exist and still exist. And what we're doing, because, again, we've mentioned the aspect of the University Act.
Yeah.
It was introduced back in 2017.
Yeah.
And there was some change that came in. So, you find someone like me, I'm serving within the council.
Yeah.
And for me to be elected, I'm elected by delegates.
Yeah. And
with your permission, you can just allow me to break a bit how this delegate kind of thing operates.
Yeah.
So, and a wise man once said that they say you cannot know where you're going if you don't know whence you came from.
Yeah.
And having said that, I'd like us to just remember the legacy that SONU had.
Yeah.
Which used to be referred to as the Student Organization of Nairobi University.
Yeah.
You know, with SONU, election used to be based on popular vote.
Yeah.
Starting from the presidency level, that is the chairperson of the whole university, up to the grassroots level, that is the campus level.
Yeah.
But since the introduction of the new, rather amended University Act 2017, the highest level of leadership is being elected by the delegate kind of system.
Yeah.
Whereby these delegates are elected at the faculty level or campus level through what we call popular vote.
Yeah.
After being elected there, they then come to vote in the council, that is the overall university leadership level. So amongst themselves, each faculty picks 3 delegates who now elect us.
Yeah.
And that means the student at that faculty level don't know us.
Oh.
You get?
Yeah.
The people who we have that one-on-one touch, and even maybe during our campaigns, the people who we campaign to them the most are the delegates. And that also makes us not to be held accountable because the students maybe don't know who the SG is, who the president is. So who will hold you accountable? That's why also maybe the student can go and serve their interest because no one will hold them accountable.
Okay.
But that has changed that way of operation, whereby now, as the SG, who is the spokesperson of the association, I again have to go back to the grassroots because I cannot speak on behalf of the people
who elected you,
who elected me, and they don't know me.
Yeah.
So I have to ensure that they know me.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
And one of the ways that we've done to ensure that that trust comes back is we pick the accommodation issue. And as for those who are following up, you can realize we involved very few students in that fight. I decided to have the Congress leaders, or rather the student leaders, majored in that fight to show the student that we as the student leaders we decided to take the front line and to fight to show them that for once the student leaders can be trusted and we're not here to use the students for our benefit. So we decided to take the front line to push for it, and for sure accommodation was reduced. And at least through such initiatives, students have started trusting the association again.
Take credit to UNSA.
Yes.
Now, what is this unpopular opinion about students' politics?
Yes. Yes, you know, in this space of leadership,
Uh-huh.
there's quite a lot of challenges
Yeah.
that ought to be sorted out.
Yes.
And also there's a lot of expectation
Yeah.
from the people,
Mm-hmm.
the students, and even the external, that is population.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Former students, that is people who were in university long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they saw a different aspect of leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And as I mentioned earlier, the unpopular opinion here is that people want, or rather the popular opinion is that people want. Currently, I'm serving as the Secretary General of University of Nairobi Student Association,
Yes.
that is UNSA.
Yeah, UNSA.
People want us to be like Sonu.
Yeah. The likes of Babu.
The likes of like Babu. I know when I mentioned Babu, Comrades Power.
Yes.
Viva, you know.
Kibin Tialala.
Yes. And the likes of Kina James
Tiagas.
Orengo, is the governor of
Yeah.
Is it Siaya?
Yeah.
And Kina Kabando wa Kabando,
Mm-hmm.
Irumu Kangata and the likes.
Yes.
But you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's sometimes difficult
Mm-hmm.
to even start explaining, but at least you're asking that question so they will watch this interview and see.
Mm-hmm.
You find that Sonu
Mm-hmm.
used to be based on a popular vote,
Yeah.
as I mentioned.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you go campaigning across different faculties.
Yeah.
So you can imagine,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a spokesperson of a student leadership body of about 55,000 students.
Yes.
So you can imagine campaigning amongst 55,000 students.
Mm-hmm.
And even having half of them, 25,000 electing you as a president of a university.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how powerful
Oh
are you?
my, that is very, you are very powerful.
Ile ukipiga ria hivi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's how Sony used to
That numbers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And personally,
Uh-huh.
I usually say, the person who introduced the University Act
Yes.
did it intentionally
And that was an injustice for students
Yeah.
to lose power.
to lose power.
Uh-huh.
That was done to ensure that the student leadership
Uh-huh.
becomes
It
invisible,
weakens. Mm.
becomes weak, so that even if you stand to speak up,
Mm-hmm.
the student leadership cannot speak up again.
Uh-huh.
Because back then, even student leadership used to be policy shapers,
Yeah.
opinion makers.
Yeah.
So currently now for us,
Mm-hmm.
there's that challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, they used to handle accounts, that is the funds
Yeah.
of the association, directly.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Nowadays you don't handle funds
we
directly.
don't have an account, bwana.
Hey.
And
And
the
hizi
school-
pesa zinaenda wapi?
And actually, that's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Students outside there
Uh-huh.
think that we still enjoy the freedom,
Uh-huh.
rather, let me say, the privileges
Uh-huh.
that Sonu
Uh-huh.
used to have then.
Yeah.
But our budget is being controlled by the school.
Oh.
Yeah, our money is
Kama
controlled
shule
by the school.
imekataa hii pesa itoki.
Like, sure, if you are a weak person, lazima tension.
Uh-huh.
If you are a weak person,
Uwezani
you
nayo.
resign now.
Uh-huh.
And so, in a way,
Mm-hmm.
it limits your power.
Yeah.
You know, once budget has been weaponized,
Yeah.
your academic has been weaponized,
Yeah.
and the students
Mhm.
don't know you,
Mm-hmm.
then you are powerless.
Yeah.
That's what the University Act amended has created.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes upon the creativity and brilliance
Mhm.
of you as an individual
Mm-hmm.
to know how to maneuver
Yeah.
through this delegate kind of system.
It is all about creativity.
It's all about creativity. And
Yeah.
I as I started, I said a believer of the Christian faith.
Mm-hmm.
And wisdom says you cannot pour old wine into new wineskins.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of that
Yeah.
saying. Because they say if you pour the old wineskin into new wineskin, the new wineskins burst.
Yeah, it bursts.
Sonu is the old wine.
Yeah.
UNSA is the new wineskin.
Mm-hmm.
And currently we are with UNSA.
Yeah.
Therefore, as much as we might desire to have Sonu,
Mm-hmm.
we cannot get it back saizi.
Unasikia watu wanasema ati siku hizi
Siku
UNSA
hizi
ni fake, UNSA ina voice. And even you realize that even our national media
Yes.
doesn't want to recognize the student voices. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, people who are watching from even outside, be able to see we have our own media platform, the Voices of UoN. You can subscribe wherever you are and share our platform so that we reach as a big audience as possible. You have realized that our national media has weakened the student voices.
True.
Kitabu watu walikuwa advantaged. But now what do you do about this one?
Thank you for even hosting me.
Uh-huh.
Because through this platform, people will get to hear us.
Yeah.
And maybe through that, we can now get
we bring to them what
they don't know about the association and what's happened to student leadership curriculum.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to criticize, but if you get to know the challenge that these people are facing, at least you can now find a way of helping rather than just criticizing. And so as I was speaking about the unpopular opinion, yes, that as UNSA, this is the thing that we have currently. Therefore, we have to use it and utilize it.
Yeah.
We cannot go back to Sono.
Yeah.
That's the old wine.
Yeah.
We need new wine to put it in new wine skin.
Yeah.
We are here today with UNSA.
Yeah.
So the question should be, what now should UNSA do to ensure that it still empowers the student voices?
Yeah.
And try to maybe bring some reforms and even constitutional amendment in regards to the power of the students.
Yes.
And what I would say, wisdom says that there's a time for everything, and there's a season
for everything,
and a purpose under heaven.
Yeah.
The season for Sonu came and went.
Yeah.
We now have UNSA.
Yeah.
It's upon us as student leaders to be creative and see, will it take maybe doing petition so that the University Act be implemented again back to popular vote?
Yeah.
Or should we implement and reform the constitution and bring up new ideas? Yes. And also the aspect of ensuring that the budgeting and the funds of the association gets back under the control of the student leaders themselves.
Thank you so much, SD Wasike.
Yes.
Some students say that UNSA is quiet. How do you respond to that? Some of our students say that our UNSA watu wako quiet, wamenyamaza. How do you respond to that?
Sometimes they say not everything is to be reacted upon. And as a wise person, you choose your battles wisely. I've highlighted the challenges that faces our association today. And more so, it makes it even more difficult if you're a student who maybe comes from a local background. You know, that means you have to wait for an event so that you get some funding here and there, so that you can be able to do ABC.
Yeah.
And maybe why some students say UNSA is quiet is because, again, as I mentioned earlier, there's expectation.
Okay.
Which I don't deny.
All right.
There is expectations of how student leadership should be. And these expectations come from what Sony used to do.
Okay.
Sometimes maybe we fail the students, but at some point we're also trying to work as hard as we can. And through the critical aspect and the aspect of creativity to ensure that still we find proper ways of bringing solutions to the issues affecting our students. Yeah. And when I was campaigning under a team name called Fresh Perspective. And why we came up with that name, Fresh Perspective, was because we saw people want to bring the mode of operation of SON
which
cannot happen at all. That's failure on arrival. And so it said that we'll be operating on a fresh perspective. And as you realized, our fight against accommodation, you saw we didn't bring students in as much. We took the approach of using the Congress leaders, and we took the approach of doing the paperwork. We we give a petition, then back it up with activism.
Take credit when it's due.
Yes. So I used to do petitions even at night. I couldn't sleep. So we are trying to bring a merge of using the Gen Z kind of movement that has been happening. You saw last year when they were rejecting the finance bill, you were using online. The Gen Zs were reading the constitution. You can see people having constitution at their fingertips. They were understanding the clauses in the finance bill, and they could tell you, we don't want this clause, we want this clause. So you don't just go to the road, or rather you don't just hit the highway just carelessly, but you understand the channels and you hit the weakest point. If the issue is at the policy making table, I don't just call students to hit the highway.
Okay.
We hit the highway at the office of that person who is supposed to change that policy.
Okay.
And we go there with a petition.
Okay.
That's why maybe some of them maybe say we're quiet, but I think with time, they'll get to understand our mode of operation.
Thank you so much.
A fresh perspective.
Thank you so much. The idea of being used by politicians,
Yes.
is it valid or it is invalid? And how close are you people are you with politicians?
Okay, I've been seeing actually on X and some other social platform, student leaders being criticized in the sense that we are tumbocrats, greedy, angry people. Wanatuita tuko na njaa.
Mko na njaa mbaya sana.
So you see people going there, you know, you want these things of terms, 2 term, 1 term, no term. So I was seeing on the social platform that the leaders, rather the people were saying that we student leaders are going after these politicians so that we can get something from it. And even some of these offices, the corporate offices also, have a bad perception towards student leaders. We are seen as extortionists. You see? And what I would like to say is, and highlight is that probably it depends on how this person got there in the first place. Because when you asked me to describe my election campaign, I also say that it was expensive.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I had students who trusted me. I did a poster with a pay bill. I got some funds that I utilized to campaign.
Yeah.
And even the president, Bwana Troy Derrick, who was our chairperson, also had at least some funds. But some people usually maybe now get the funding from politicians and the other people. And you know, they say, he who feeds you controls you.
Yeah.
You know, people have interest.
Yeah.
A politician has an interest of being re-elected again.
Yeah.
So maybe
you need numbers.
You need numbers and support. I funded you.
What are you going to do in return?
What are you going to do in return? What you're going to do in return, you ensure that I get visibility. You know, that helps me to be re-elected. But yes, there's a way politicians also meddle in school politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because some of them want to plant their puppets there.
Yeah.
And some of them want to ensure that they control the youth. Remember, Saizi, Gen Z,
Gen Z
is the movement out there.
Yeah.
And if you want to be re-elected maybe in 2027, you need their support. And we've also been seeing there's that dissent from the youth towards the government.
Yeah.
You know, because of the lack of unemployment, the promises that the president made to the public has not been fulfilled. And even people have been killed during the uprising when they were claiming for their rights and championing for their interests. And even just to highlight, now we'll be celebrating 15 years of the Constitution of Kenya, promulgated on 26th of August, 2010. This coming 26th of August. And you know, the Constitution was meant to ensure that there's freedom of expression. And that the power goes back to the people. If you see the preamble of the Constitution, and even the Constitution itself says that the sovereignty belongs to the people. The people, we, the people. But you see, the security personnel of this country has been, you know, how many youths have been killed on roads because of kuandamana, the maandamanos that have been there. A number of them. One of them being one of my constituents, a student in Lower Kabete last year on the 25th of Eric Sheni. And so this has caused a rift between the youth and the government. So because of that, there's that dissent. And I believe now because of that, some of these politicians also are trying to use some of the student leaders to at least gain that acceptance back. You get? But at the same time, is not as much as it used to be back then because of course, again, with the weekend student kind of leadership that we are having today. And that's why now even that critique that is coming up, if you've been seeing your social platform, who student leaders are being called tumbocrats, greedy, selfish, and even some of them are saying, why
extortionists?
Extortionists, you know, because of that.
All right.
And some of them are even some of us are even following up
Mhm.
the behavior of the politicians.
Mhm.
And I can say some of these people who are criticizing us are true, because some of us will end up to be leaders at the national level.
Yeah.
And if we don't keep our promises of campaign here at the smaller level within the institution,
Mhm.
what makes you think that we can be of any difference when we get out on the national scale level?
Yeah.
Therefore, it's upon us to condemn if you see any student leader being used by a politician to run an agenda, selfish agenda, that does not benefit the interest of the student, because the primary role why we are there is to benefit the interest of the
To
students.
serve the interests of the students.
Then condemn that.
Yeah.
But we should remember also some of these people sit in the parliament, and that's where policies are made. So we can still use these leaders to ensure that the policies made at the parliament benefit interests of the students. Yes.
Thank you so much, Bwana SG. SG Wasike Elisha.
Yes.
What is your vision as you leave office, serving as the current Secretary General, University of Nairobi Student Association?
There's a time I was following up a certain talk of Honorable Babu, and this a very good quote he highlighted, that, if I may quote him, a man ought to have ambition. And ambition to a man takes him somewhere. Big ambition takes him somewhere. While lack of ambition takes him nowhere. Therefore, a man ought to have ambition. So yes, I have ambition. I have a vision, and mine is long term.
Yeah.
That student leadership is just a stepping stone, whereby I'm doing medicine and surgery. I'm graduating next year, God willing. I'll end up as a doctor out there. This is just a milestone and a stepping stone in opening more doors of leadership, either serving within the national scale level. You might see me somewhere as a senator, or serving within the World Health Organization, the WHO, as a doctor in making policies. Yes, so that aspect of still ensuring that where I end up, because I'm someone who has a vision of ending up as a policy maker. And a policy maker, it means that you have to be a leader somewhere in a certain space. It's either you're in the parliament, you're in the Senate, or you're in this organization that make recommendations to the policy makers. That's the United Nations, World Health Organization, the parliament, the Senate, and even African Union. Like Baba when he was vying for AU chairperson. Maybe I might be the first African Union chairperson.
Thank you so much. Let us get, as we conclude, let us get to your human side. Just quick fire questions. What's your guilty pleasure when you are not in office?
That's a difficult one.
What's your role model in politics or in life?
Thomas Sankara.
If UoN made a movie about you, what would be the title?
Wow. The title of that movie, Fast and Furious.
That was after thinking. Okay, the last rapid fire round.
Yes.
You just say the first one.
Okay.
Hostel or outside renting?
Hostel.
Tea or coffee before big day?
Coffee at night, tea during the day.
One word that describes UoN?
The.
Who would win a debate, you or the VC?
The VC will see dust.
Okay, as we close and wrap up, finish this sentence. A UoN student
should be able to be a lecturer in another university.
Oh my. One message you'd want every comrade to remember after watching this interview.
that I will just quote what Sankara said. You cannot carry out fundamental change without a certain amount of madness. I, as the SG, University of Nairobi, am mad enough to bring the change that they have for far too long have been waiting. I'm mad enough to ensure that their interests are championed for. I'm mad enough to ensure that the student voice is respected once again. And I'm mad enough to see that the reforms required for students within our nation to thrive is achieved.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
When I see, yes. Shukran man. Welcome back. Manzi the office yangu. Alright. Kuna nani na nini? Unajua hii kazi si rahisi, so unashinda vitu tatu.